Hi, this is Johan from Freaks and Clowns. You're watching CMS TV.
It's Mr. Biggs, Paul Gilbert, right there doing a cover version of The Man on the Silver Mountain. That one going out by request to Mark Russell. He said, how about some new release this week? Paul Gilbert, Man on a Silver Mountain. So that's for Mark Russell. That just goes to show you what that song really sounds like when a superior guitarist actually plays those riffs. So this is what you've been missing all these years. You thought, man, you know, this song is actually a good guitarist on it. A good guitarist that could play these leads, it might be a good song.
Turn to quality.
And I think Paul Gilbert nailed it.
Yeah.
So that's
a superior
what
player.
Silver Mountain sounds like when you have a superior guitarist playing those riffs.
That's right. And let's face it, Paul Gilbert definitely a superior player.
Right, of course. And then we heard Iron Maiden with Killers. That one going out to Out of Work Dale. So
Out of Work Dale?
Out of Work Dale.
Somebody
who caught the chopping block of the big corporate heads. It said, toodaloo, buckaroo.
Well, hopefully you got a nice severance on the way out of work.
Yeah, let's hope so, instead of a severed arm.
Yeah, no shit.
And let me see, make sure I mentioned everybody who did give us a request. Of course, my nephew Joel watching out in Arizona on the big screen, watching TV. Yeah. And I want to say hello to my nephew's daughter, Ava.
Hello, Ava.
She's watching, and I'm just like, holy shit, I didn't realize we had children watching.
How old is Ava?
I think she's like 10, 11.
All right, I won't say anything. let me be that's why I'm asking right now before I get really vile.
No, let's not get vile. Let's not get graphic.
Hello, Ava. Thank you for watching.
Well, she wanted to see her great uncle on TV.
Well, there he is.
So here I am in all my glory. Hi, Ava. Here I am.
There you are.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing. Her and her brother, they don't know what to make of me, especially during like Thanksgiving, get-togethers and stuff. Yeah. So she and Noah, they're always like, kind of like, that guy's kind of interesting, but I'm not sure if I want to get too close.
Yeah, I get that from my brother's kids. My brother's kids are like, you're an interesting one, Uncle Chris, aren't you? Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but I don't want to come within like 5 feet of you. Not so sure what's going on there.
It's like, what's the best part about this? That you go home.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's great.
Exactly. So anyway, the kids are watching tonight.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Hi, kids.
Hi, kids.
Now let's talk brothels.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Hey, what happened to heavy metal? What does that mean?
The Don Felder tune.
Oh,
we'll catch it next time, dude.
Yeah, we got a couple more breaks, so we'll knock that out. Just because you didn't hear your request this break doesn't mean you won't hear your request in the next break.
Yeah.
Or the following one or whatever. I'll get to them. Trust me, I've been pretty good about doing that.
Neely only plays one lame song per break, and that was mine. So that's it.
All right. You got anything on your plate there that you want to talk about?
I do, actually. Let me. I am always fascinated by this show, and I think you are too. I love the fact that this show, or I can't even address the fact that this show reaches the number and the amount of people that it does.
Okay.
I'm always blown away by that. And this is no exception. So we have a guy that's in our locals. I'm going to do a couple things from locals here. we have a guy named Eric that's in our locals, and he's from New York. So he just posted this a couple hours ago. This is going to crack you up, dude. Look at this. Our guy Eric from locals. It doesn't look any better. We'll go here. That doesn't look any better. I'm trying. None of them look better.
All right.
Let's try that one. Oh, they're all small. Fuck it. We'll go with that one. He
yes
found he collects magazines because he heard
Scene magazine.
That's Music's Bottom Line.
Yeah. All right.
He's in New York.
Hey, where did he find that?
I don't know. I didn't ask him yet. If you're listening, Eric, send a text or something or an email or something where you found this. But he said that he heard us and Bob, now Bandian, talking about Music's Bottom Line.
Okay.
So as one of the magazines that, we talk about over the years.
Sure.
And somehow he went and found it.
Oh, well, he might have found it like on eBay or something.
Yeah.
Some trading thing. Somebody probably had some Music Bottom Lines or something.
Yeah, but geez, Music's Bottom Line is available to be a collectible. I would have never guessed that.
You know what? It's really weird. The hard rock and music fans, they just like collectible stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously the major publications like the Rip magazines or the Circus or the Creams or Metal Edge or whatever. I mean, I got a ton of that stuff.
Sure.
But I got a ton of Music Bottom Line because I had a minimal, part in some of that stuff,
Yeah.
not only contributing a little bit here and there, but also distributing it.
Sure.
And in fact, that's how I met you, was through association through Music's Bottom Line.
And dude, this is so old. This is before you were involved.
Oh yeah.
Because here's the list of the writers, and you're not on it.
Okay. Well, I didn't get involved till like 99, I think.
Yeah. So this is probably like first episode. Well, it's season 1 verse issue 4.
Okay.
So man.
And when would that have been?
Well, I'm looking. I don't know. When did I start it? 96 or
okay.
I think.
So that's a few years before I got involved.
Yeah, because I went from 96 to 2001. So this would have been 96, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because I was in it, near the end. I helped distribute it for the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, between your street team, myself, Chuck Myden, everybody, I picked it up from the printers a few times and dropped it off at your house where, everybody who was involved would stop by and pick up their portion and take it to their respective areas. But I used to cover the South Akron, North Canton area. I used to hit all the Quonset huts and the digital days and different places like that. So I used to distribute it around there.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me that that this exists, even for people to be looking for it to collect it.
Nice. Well, a guy probably went online and did a little search, and maybe somebody had stack of Music Bottom Line on eBay or something, and or some kind of trading thing or whatever.
Right. It just I just saw it and I just was, and I'm looking at these names. I literally don't. Some of them I don't even remember. I mean, honestly, some of them I do not remember at all. These last two down here, Mike Belliart and Matt Boer. I'm sorry, guys, if you're still following me, but I have no idea who you are.
Yeah, Chris Aiken, Computer Graphics.
Yeah.
You still know him?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Is he still in the business?
Yeah, I think he's still around. Mr. Ill, I don't know who that is. I remember Bianca Ortiz because she was hot.
Well, of course. I mean, we always remember the hot girls.
Of course. I remember Sandra Conal because she almost cost me my Blossom connection.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Where she was trying to sneak into whatever, and then she used my name.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was a real pip. Terry C. Martini, I have no idea who that is. Rob, I have no idea who that is. Here's one we know, Randy Trask.
Oh, I know that guy.
Dustin Arbone's wicked leader.
Too funny.
Randy Aller, I know who that is, but I have not seen or heard from him in 20 years. Cain and Abel, no idea. Timothy Mons, no idea. Matt Watson, do know, but I haven't heard from him in probably 15 years.
There's a guy, Ed Beeler. You know him?
I know Ed Beeler.
Do you know him?
I do know him, and I do know the drag man, Eric Dragney. I'm still in close contact with Eric and with Ed. But everybody else, wow, I really don't know where these guys went. I don't know Terry Godfrey. I don't know that name at all. Scotty Campana, who started the magazine with me, I know him, but I haven't heard from him since about issue 6 when I took the paper, when I bought it from him, when I bought it out from him. So I feel very old when I see this. I just don't know any of the people. But how funny is that one of our listeners is from another, from 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
Is going out finding music's bottom line.
All right.
Isn't that nuts? So, that's a little large.
Oh, that's cool. I want to read that.
Oh, you want to read the article?
Yeah, I wanted to read about how you suck.
Oh, I'll read it because it's too big for the screen for some reason.
Okay.
Let me see if I can adjust it. Hold on.
He was happy to know you got fired from Scene.
Which I didn't, but
that's what I was saying. I was like, what? You got fired from Scene? I thought you left Scene to do this magazine.
Well, that's the kind of the gist of this thing was that
right.
There we go. Can I zoom in on her? God. Can we get it all in here? Yeah. All right, here we go. So it said, let me try a different angle here. That's better. So this was the letter to the editor that we got from the magazine.
Hey, Mr. Pompous, know nothing jackass Chris Aiken. Is that you?
I guess that's me.
I didn't realize you had so many precursors to your name.
I guess so.
Right?
I've always said, wear the label.
Yeah, Mr. Pompous, know nothing jackass.
That's right.
All right. Very nice.
You don't know how happy I was to see that you had been fired from Scene magazine.
Now, how did he see that you got fired? Because
I have no idea.
You were no longer contributing.
I guess I wasn't in the credits on Scene anymore.
So basically, he went through the magazines that, where's that Chris Aiken's articles this week? It just pisses me off.
He's been fired.
He's not in here anymore. Happy day. Happy day.
Now Cleveland's better without that dick.
Okay.
Now I won't have to read your retarded takes on all heavy music, a style that you don't know a damn thing about.
Is that true, Chris? You don't know a damn thing about it. I think Pantera helped raise you out of your deathbed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so funny.
I know. You don't know anything.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
It seems that Scene has finally come to their senses and replaced you with people who know what they are talking about.
Yeah, what's funny to me is if this guy was so dissatisfied with your articles and reviews, etc., why did you bother reading it?
Yeah, why don't you just see my name and skip it? I don't know. It's just the way it works.
You know, he just sits there. I can see this guy grousing in the morning. He got the new Scene magazines, got a cigarette lit, and it's drinking his coffee. Ooh, Chris Aiken.
Yeah. As for your ridiculous claim to be the local band's friend, I've constantly suffered through review after review where you ripped great bands apart simply because they weren't out on tour with Metallica.
He suffered through it.
He suffered through
it. He opened that paper.
Son of a bitch!
Chris Aiken! I'm going to get you!
You know what I guarantee this is? This is a Mushroomhead fan.
Is that right?
Guaranteed. Because remember that I was always beating them up.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know, so I guarantee that's what this is.
Yeah, they were the poor man's Slipknot.
Yep. Kind of. Or they were like Slipknot playing Faith No More music.
Right, of course.
Let's see. At least now our great local bands can play gigs without having to deal with your senseless ridicule.
You mean you kept them from hitting the stage because they were afraid you might review them poorly?
I guess that's what it was. But let's draw this out even further.
I could just see them peeking out from behind the stage curtain. Is Chris out there? Is he out there?
But let's even pull it back further. I'm writing for another paper. So where are they saved from my ridiculous ridicule or whatever?
Because he sent his email to your new paper.
To the new paper that I write for.
And you own.
And I own. So how am I stopped from writing anything about bands? It's so stupid. You suck, asshole. I hope nobody reads your paper. Well, I know, Jerry, I had one reader. You, my friend. Thanks so much. I certainly never will. Except he did.
I wish you nothing but the worst.
Ooh. From Jerry Malicki.
Yeah. You can malicky my nuts, Jerry.
Yeah. And of course, in typical Chris Aiken fashion.
Right? You responded.
I, of course, responded.
Oh, very good.
Jerry, it's nice to know that they've installed computers and email accounts at the mental retardation facility you call home.
Wow, look at that.
Ouch. Not only do you come off as a moronic dickhead, but you're not even truthful in your letter. You said that you will never read Music's Bottom Line, yet at the same time you got the email address. I wonder how you got that if you haven't read the zine. And then it goes on, but that's all that he sent me. Just typical me, just going at him.
I love it. Then you just switched gears and went to Facebook and had endless hours of arguing.
Yes,
on Facebook.
I did. I was always willing to fight.
I hope you broke that habit.
I don't do it very often anymore. I'm rarely on Facebook, to be honest.
Yeah.
I got into a little one actually today, though, a little quibble. That's a minor bullshit, but I just posted, and I ain't gonna lie, I was 1,000% trolling all my liberal friends.
Okay.
And they, of course, took the bait. My friend Butto from what's the band that I like? God damn it. Why can't I think of the band name? It's one of my favorite bands. Last Crack. The singer of Last Crack, he took a shot. Roy Cathy took a shot. Because I posted, and like I said, I was 1,000% trolling. I posted how, I don't know if you saw this or not, but Kid Rock's tour, the No Snowflakes tour.
Okay.
Officially became the fastest tour to sell out in concert history. He sold out 30 shows in 1 hour.
Nice. Good for him.
On the No Snowflakes tour.
And there's a guy who's self-financed.
Yeah.
So he'll be raking in quite a bit of the proceeds from this.
Yep. But I put it out. I just posted it on my Facebook page that looks like that no talent that you guys all say, that guy that has no talent, he's doing okay for himself. To which immediately I get people in there with, selling tickets doesn't mean talent.
Well, it's talented enough to get people in the seats.
It is.
Yeah.
So, and of course I was like, yeah, well, this no talent guy that plays every instrument on stage during his shows and, has written all these platinum songs and, platinum selling songs. And, I find to be entertaining, he's got some talent and, it's just like, okay, whatever. So then Roy Cathy popped in and was like, yeah, $100 tickets and $15 beers. And I hit him back. I said, well, I really think that's the fucking criminals at Live Nation, not Kid Rock.
And then he's selling through Live Nation. Yeah,
I guess he is. Yeah.
Because again, I don't know. Yeah. I thought maybe a liberal shitbag company like Live Nation might boycott, a Kid Rock and he might be doing this on his own or something.
Those guys only care about money.
I know they do. I know. As Jericho Green always says, the only color they care about is green.
Exactly. But it was just funny. He popped in and I did not take the shot. I just said, well, I think it's the creeps at Live Nation. But I wanted to say, hey, weren't you on the Kiss cruise? That's what I really wanted to say was, doesn't the Kiss cruise take Kiss fans for like $2,500 a ticket?
Yeah.
I was like, let's ease up on calling the kettle black there, pot man.
Yeah. Well, me and Roy got to,
I like Roy. I have no problem with Roy.
Roy and I got to be, pretty good buds on the cruise.
Sure.
We hung out a few times and stuff, and he was good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good dude, and he could sing his ass off.
Yeah, he definitely could sing his ass off.
I got nothing bad to say about Roy Cathy. I just thought it was funny that he was one of them that jumped in to try and pile on me.
Yeah, it's like I don't think Kid Rock sets the beer prices, okay?
Yeah. Well, and he did for one tour, and that's a whole nother thing. He did a tour on his Rebel Soul album, I think it was. I went to it at Blossom, and it had to be fucking something for me to go to Blossom.
Right, of course.
But I went to Blossom to the Kid Rock tour because he did all the tickets in the venue, whether they were pavilion or lawn, $20.
Yeah.
$20 for tickets, $4 for Tallboy PBRs.
Yeah, look at that. I think, wasn't it Pearl Jam who did that one time? Way back in the day, they did that as well. They tried to make all the tickets the same and everything.
Yeah, but it doesn't work because now Live Nation owns all the venues.
Oh, I understand. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
They ain't letting that happen.
But that was the whole thing. These artists, some artists have attempted to push back.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, because of the ownership of the venues and all that other stuff, it's tough to do that.
It is. It's. I mean, it sucks. I can't even fathom going to big show. I don't even know. Even the big shows that I'm going to this summer, I'm just like, ugh. Even though, I got my tickets at reasonable cost or free because John bought me my tickets for the one Pantera show, and then the other I'm getting free from Knotfest. So even with them being free, it's still going to cost me an ass load of money.
Because you got to travel, and if you stay overnight, then you got to go to a hotel and all that other stuff. So
exactly,
sure.
So
I mean, look at me. I know what it costs to travel because I travel numerous times in the year.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, if I'm out with Doc and, they pick up my tab for the rooms and all that other stuff, but I still got to get there most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know what that's all about.
Yeah, it's an expense. That's why I've been talking about going to the Detroit Pantera Metallica shows and coming home in between. Because I'm like, how far is Detroit legitimately from my house? 3 hours?
3 hours. 3 hours. It's 2 hours to Toledo, and then it's an hour north to Detroit.
Yeah. So if I don't drink, that's not bad. Really, if I don't drink.
If you stop in Monroe, Michigan, just before you get to the Ohio line, give me a call and let me know you're low on gas. And then I'll buy you some snacks so you have something to eat on the way home.
Yeah, I'll be at the gas. Neely, can you give me $10 of gas and a bag of chips, a bag of Funyuns? Can I put a bag of Funyuns on this too, Neely? Fucking Randy. Randy is a trip. He's the best. I'm telling you, every time, and this is no lie, and you fans will never understand this, even when we have Randy on and stuff, you never get the full picture. Randy is a guy that every single time you spend time with him, there's a story that comes out of it. Every time. If you went to Randy's house to watch football, there'll be something weird that'll happen.
Yeah, it's
every time.
Yeah.
Dude, I think about it. Even when he was doing the show with you, when he was the Chris Aiken, you had to fire him because he was smoking pot on school grounds.
Yeah. He was hitting his weed between breaks.
Yeah. You'd go to
here.
You'd go to commercial. He's out by his truck getting high. And then he'd come in all baked. You'd be like, right here. Oh, classic metal show. fucking Randy.
Yep.
All right, well, here's another one from Locals. I'm sharing another Locals thing.
All right.
Here. Pull this back up here. So, I don't know if I can make this bigger. Nope, can't make this one bigger. This goes from Henry Lee Summer in the Locals chat.
Okay.
Or not the Locals chat, but the Locals page.
Right.
I was listening to the Signals from Mars podcast, episode 335. That's our friend Victor.
Okay. Victor
Today,
Ruiz.
Yeah, Victor Ruiz.
Okay.
And Victor said that he heard a story from several opening bands that when it comes to opening for Anthrax, the band Anthrax will have a roadie tape off parts of the stage where the openers can and cannot stand, and are instructed not to look at the members of Anthrax in the face or eyes. Could this be true? I thought they were down-to-earth New York guys. Isn't Scott Ian the type of guy that if he sees a kid on the streets, he'll go share his sandwich and beer with him? Well, Henry, I'm not going to play the clip, but I'm just going to say the answer, no. He's not that kind of guy.
No.
He's kind of a standoffish dick.
Very arrogant.
Very arrogant.
Very arrogant.
Can you pull up the ID?
Yes.
Play up the ID. Pull that ID up so that you can hear the amount of energy that he gave to, the amount of effort that he put forward for us. And this is by no means are we judging it off of this ID, but it's just a good example of how this guy is.
Right.
Hey, this is Scott Ian from Anthrax, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show.
And there is a story behind that.
Go ahead and tell it.
So I was interviewing Scott Ian for the release of the Killer A's.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first time I had Scott on the show. And if I didn't have an ID, I always try to get an ID from the guest.
Sure.
And I told him, I said, hey, could I get an ID from you for the show? I said, you can just mention the show. You can mention who you are, your band. You can ad lib anything in there you want, blah, blah,
right.
blah. I just play it straight. What's the name of the show again? It's the Classic Metal Show, Scott. Okay, and that's what I got from him right there.
Thanks.
Hey, this is Scott Ian from Anthrax, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show.
And that was it.
Yeah. At least Charlie Benanti in his says something like turn it up or crank it up or something.
Exactly. So, I told him, I said, you can just ad lib it, have fun with it. I just do it straight.
I don't want to give you anything fun.
Yeah.
I'm Scott Ian from Anthrax. Sounds like that Martin Albrecht from Mystic Prophecy. Behave and be entertained.
Yeah. Be entertained.
Be entertained.
It's an order.
Yeah. Do you have that one handy?
I do.
Martin Albrecht.
Yeah, I can do that one. But some of these guys, it's just like, dude, I'm trying to help you promote your band and your stuff. Why don't you play ball?
Yeah. Well, Martin, at least I'll give him at least a little bit of the rub that he is a German guy, and all those guys are kind of rough.
Those guys are just like, I am German. There will be no fun. There will be no laughter.
That's right.
All right, here we go.
Hey, this is Martin of Mystic Prophecy, and you listen to the Classic Metal Show. Have fun and be entertained.
Yes, that's an order.
God damn it. You will have fun. You will be entertained. Yeah, he's funny, man. He just let me see if I can find another one of those guys. I did one with another guy from that used to be in that band. Let me see if I can find that one real quick. Maybe. What was the guy's name? I'm almost there. God, I haven't worked with my right hand in weeks. Holy smokes, this is a new experience for me. Oh, where's that? Freaks and Clowns.
Yeah, when your right hand gets to be stronger, it'll be just like a new woman.
Yes, it will be, and it'll get worn out like a new woman too.
I've missed you, right hand.
I have. Welcome back to my penis. All right, check out this guy from Freaks and Clowns, another German guy.
All right.
This is Johan from Freaks and Clowns. You're watching CMS TV.
That's that.
That's it.
That's right. Is that enough?
Too funny.
I love it. So good.
See, even your friend Phil, as big as a rough and tumble guy as he is, and you know, Mr. Hardcore Metal guy,
Sure.
he still has fun with his ideas.
Sure.
This is Philip H. Anselmo, and believe it or not, you're listening to the Classic Metal Show. Rock on.
See?
All right. Yeah.
There's a gruff guy who just like it seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah. Let me find another good. Where's Lee Aaron? Have you seen this Lee Aaron one?
Yeah, I saw it. She actually looked pretty decent.
She looks good, but then she comes and licks the screen. That's pretty fucking funny.
I saw her and I thought, oh, well, she looks like she's cleaned up her act a little bit, because I think when I interviewed her, a while back, I think she just had a baby or something, or she still kind of had the baby weight on her. You know, she's like, oh, this is Eddie Trunk's favorite, the Metal Queen.
That was Lee Scarin.
Oh, that's true.
You got Lee Scarin, I got Lee Aaron.
Right.
Yeah, but check this one out. She does the idea. You talk about having fun. She does the idea, and then she comes at the screen to lick the screen. It's fucking hilarious. Watch this.
Everybody, this is Lee Aaron, and you're watching CMS TV.
Perfect.
Yeah, she looks a lot better than, because I think she was like wearing glasses and kind of had the librarian thing going on.
Well, she had that album where she did that look too, right? Didn't she?
It's like, what's going on here? She actually looks hot.
Yeah, she looks pretty good now. Want to see that again?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, this is Lee Aaron, and you're watching CMS TV.
Perfect.
And plus I think she got her teeth done.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, she's cleaned up her act for a middle-aged chick.
She has.
Yeah,
she has. Dude, I love going through these ideas sometimes and just finding stuff. You know, I'm gonna share one more.
All right.
And this is not even really an ID, but it's still one of my. It might be my favorite thing that I've done since we started doing TV.
All right.
This one.
The Classic Metal Show. That sounds very familiar. Very suspicious. Very Predator-like. Anyway, Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators, and to catch a Predator.
Oh, no.
That one locked up on you?
I'm going to play it again. Fuck you. You are definitely.
Yeah, you like that one. You got, I see you brought some cookies and some hard lemonade.
Very Predator-like. Try this again.
The Classic Metal Show. That sounds very familiar. Very suspicious. Very Predator-like. Anyway, Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators, and to catch a Predator, I'm going to need everybody to have a seat because I've been going through some transcripts in a recent Predator case involving teachers. And I just need you to know that I'll be submitting those cases to Judge Aiken for a ruling. All right? So in the meantime, behave yourselves, and remember, I'll be watching. Oh, and hail and kill. All right, take care.
Judge Aiken.
That might be the best $50 I've ever spent.
That's the funniest one, though. But
so goddamn funny.
That the whole Judge Aiken thing. I mean, we haven't done any in a while. I mean, we got stories that are stacked up, so we need to do that at some point. But regardless of that was such a brilliant move. It was to become Judge Aiken.
Oh man, so good, just so ridiculous. I just am thrilled with. I'm totally thrilled with that ID.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then because with Cameo you can't really send a bunch of information, so you only get to send like a tweet's worth of information, like 200, 300 characters, something like that. So to get him to get Judge Aiken right and Hail and Kill into the one thing was astounding that it happened, and it happened right. But oh man, I just remember when I got that, I was like, I couldn't wait to show it to you.
I see you brought a box of condoms and some tea and some moon pies.
Right.
What was your intention when you walked up to this house?
Boy, Lee Aaron getting some good love here.
Yeah, she does look good.
Mm-hmm. Phil Ooze. She looks hotter than she was in 84.
I agree with that as well.
There you go. All right, Lee Aaron.
I don't go out with older chicks, but I might ask her out.
Mm-hmm. She'll be like, sorry, I'm dating my drummer. Or she's married to her drummer. She's married to her drummer.
Right. Yeah, she's cleaned her act up. That's for sure.
Yeah, she definitely has.
Mm-mm.
So,
well, good on her.
Yeah. All right, you want one more? One more from the locals page?
All right.
This is actually from.
Well, I like this because now you're showing the importance of the locals page and how the fans can get involved in the fact that you actually monitor this stuff.
I do. I communicate with the fans all the time in locals, you know, and we talk about different stuff and we play different stuff. And